Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're doing something really exciting. Okay, like I'm kind of freaking out a little bit because I haven't been so excited for a launch in a pretty long time. I would say a good half a year, and I got them recently. I've been playing with them. I'm in love with them. They are the new Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb Queens Got My Lips On. The song is stuck in my head. But I've been working really hard to try and get this video out for you guys as soon as possible because launch day is today, if I time it right. So hopefully this video is actually gonna help you guys make your purchasing decisions. Fenty's gloss bombs are my all-time favorite gloss. They are absolutely fabulous. And when they announced that they were releasing a cream version of this, I pretty much died. I died inside. I was like, oh my gosh. I've always said, like, if Fenty Beauty could come out with a gloss bomb with a no glitter version and just pure pigment with the same formula, I would be so happy, and they're here! Now, I did get these sent in PR, and I know I've always said like, oh, okay, no more talking about Fenty Beauty because this is starting to become like a Fenty Beauty channel, and I don't mean that, but I'm just really excited for this, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it, okay? So first off, let's go into the details. Now, this range has 5 shades. These are the beautiful glosses right here. Look how pretty they are. Now, they're basically a more pigmented version of the original gloss bomb, sans the glitter, and it also says that they've added more nourishing ingredients into this gloss so that your lips are extra moisturized. Pricing wise, it is the same as the original gloss bomb line. They are priced at 101 ringgit here in Malaysia, available in Sephora. It also has the same amount of product at 9 milliliters. Now, they both also have the same packaging, except the cream one says, well, cream. I like how it's written. It's actually the same as their Cheeks Out Blush cream here. See, can you see? They both have the same like text, font. Very cohesive of the brand. Smart, very forward thinking. Now, the doe foot applicator is the same as the XL size, same as the original, and it's something that a lot of people like, so I'm glad that they decided to keep this. Now, regarding the smell, I actually thought that this was going to smell like the original gloss bomb. However, I don't know if I was pleasantly surprised or not, because I personally really like the gloss bomb smell. It's so good and yummy. It's very fruity, and I know not a lot of people like scents, but surprisingly this caught me by surprise because when I sniffed it, it didn't smell like that. It's like a very faint, almost no smell, but it kind of smells a little bit like fall, you know, like the pumpkin, the spice, the vanilla, like the warmth kind of smells. Yeah, I smelled it in here, just a really light scent to it. It's nothing heavy. But I was kind of sad actually because I really wanted it to smell like the original, and well, I'm okay. Like the gloss bombs, you can wear these as lip toppers. You can also wear them on their own. I personally really like it on its own. And of course, they have suggested that you wear this along with their Stunner lip paints. I've said it before here that I'm not a big fan of this, so I don't know. I might just try this out if they say that it works the best that way, but personally, I think on the lips itself, especially now that it's mask season, I kind of like it on its own. It's really pretty, right? Based on the wear time, I would say that it kind of is the same as the original gloss bomb, and like any other gloss, you do need to touch up. However, some of the shades do leave a little bit of a remnants behind that I really like, and I will get into it right now. Now, the first shade is Mauve Wives. Now, this is, well, a mauve, but I will say it looks more mauve like in the tube, but on the lips it comes off as a really nice pretty pink. I would say that it leans a little more to the cool tone side, but I think it's a very nice everyday pink. I think this looks really nice and natural. It's almost like a My Lips but better shade. Now, the second shade is Fenty Glow. I was so excited for this because Fenty Glow from the original Gloss Bomb line is my all-time all-time favorite gloss. I wear it all the time. And now that there's a no glitter version of this, I love this so much. I actually have a hard time now deciding between this one and the original because I really like them both. It's that really basic nude gloss that every person needs in their makeup collection. I think it's so wearable, it suits every skin tone. I love this one. This third shade is called Honey Waffles. It's a really nice warm nude brown, almost has like a really nice orangey undertone with this, and I think it's perfect for the fall weather. Like, I can just imagine people holding their pumpkin spice latte and just as they're about to take a sip and then you take a peep of your lips up there, like it just gives me the fall vibes. This was so done on purpose, okay, for this time of year. And I'm not gonna lie, one thing I don't like about these kind of shades is that it does make your teeth look a little bit yellow, but this actually is quite nice still. I would still wear it. I don't mind getting my teeth yellow. The fourth shade is called Cookie Jar. This is a really nice warm deep brown gloss. When it comes to wear time out of the 5, I would have to say this is my favorite because there's something about this that makes it last even longer on the lips. And not only that, but after you eat and everything, it still leaves behind a very light layer, so it does give your lips a little bit of a tint and that slight sheen of gloss, and I actually really like that. Lastly, the fifth shade is called Fruit Snacks. Now, I was really excited for this shade because on Instagram it looked like such a nice red berry shade that I would love. I can imagine how juicy it makes your lips look, and it did not disappoint me. It came out really nicely. On the lips, it's beautiful. So nice. But I will say, when it comes to this particular shade, I don't know why, you kind of need an even layer all across your lips, otherwise it can come off patchy, especially if you have lines in your lips or you don't scrub it properly. It kind of like seeps into the color, so you know, it seeps into your cracks and your dead skin and stuff. So I will say you should exfoliate if you're just going to use this gloss on its own. But like Cookie Jar, I think it leaves behind a really nice remnants of color, almost like a really nice juicy bitten stain on your lips, like you just ate a cherry, and I love that about this. Now, in general, I just wanted to sum up the formula. These are definitely just a pigmented version of the gloss bomb. So if you have played around with the original gloss bomb, this is the texture that you're going to get. When I saw it on Instagram, I actually thought it was going to be slightly of like a creamy texture, like the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream, kind of a cream, but a gloss version. I don't know why, but it's not. So in a way, I'm happy. In a way, I'm like, oh man. I was expecting something different, but I really like it. They're comfortable, they're not too sticky. I would say they're a little bit heavier than the original gloss bomb due to the pigmentation of this, but it doesn't bother me. Honestly, I don't know if it's too early to say it, but I think I might like these more than the original. Are these my new favorite glosses? I understand that during this time of the pandemic, you know, Sephora and a lot of places are not going to allow you to do any swatches or to see, so I hope that this part is going to help you guys make that reference. I'm actually going to be referencing based off of Fenty's original gloss bombs because they did post on their own IG as well some of the references that they have, so I'm just going to show you guys. So the Fenty Glow cream is of course the cream version of the original Fenty Glow, which is my favorite gloss. But if you look at the swatches, I would say the cream is actually a hair darker than the original. And I can only imagine, like, even if you were to pile up the color of the original Fenty Glow, I just can't imagine it being the same color as this, but I will say it does give off the same natural look on the lips. Now, when I swatched this on my arm originally, it actually reminded me of my favorite drugstore lip gloss, which is the Milani Ludicrous lip glosses, and this is in the shade 130 Teen Spirit. And okay, over here, can you see? Like, they look very similar, but they're not entirely. So this is the closest one that I have personally in my collection. I think this gives off the same vibe as this, but I will say this formula is definitely lighter than the Fenty Beauty ones. I mean, this isn't really sticky. it really isn't, but I'm just saying out of the two, I would find that this is slightly more sticky than the Fenty one. Between these two shades, I would say the Milani one is just leaning more towards slightly on the pinkier side, just like a little hair, but otherwise I think these are pretty close, so I'm just saying. Now another one that Fenty Beauty actually referenced was Cookie Jar number 4 to Chocolate. But when I swatched it out, it did look very different. Now Cookie Jars is definitely more on the warmer side compared to Chocolate, and honestly I feel like even if I were to really put a lot of pigment into Chocolate, I just can't imagine it being the same shade. It's really different. It's really different, so I don't think this kind of adds up, though I do think that this is a beautiful shade. The last one that Fenty actually compared was this one, number 5 in Fruit Snacks to Cheeky. Guys, they cannot be any more different. I think the thing that they were trying to get at is that they gave the same vibe where it looks like your lips were like really juicy and just bitten, like cherry kiss kind of lips. But no, these could not be any more different. This is like such a deep berry red kind of tone, and this is such like a bright red, such a nice wash of color on your lips. It's so different. And again, even if you were to put so much pigment into this, I just can't imagine how it adds up. Like, I do want to introduce another Milani gloss. This is 210 in the shade So Fly, and so far based on my swatches, I would say that this is kind of like an in-between of Cookie Jars and Fruit Snacks. This is also a nice brown gloss, and it reminded me a lot of Cookie Jar. However, once you swatch it out, I realized that this is actually a lot more of a red undertone in comparison to this. So I actually experimented a bit. You can actually mix these two, just add a little bit of Fruit Snacks, and you could practically get the same shade. But again, I prefer these. Another thing that I wanted to point out to you guys was actually from Fenty Beauty themselves. It's actually the Pro Kisser Lip Balm. Oddly enough, I think they're quite similar products, just different packaging, different marketing, different direction. The Pro Kisser Lip Balm is actually really pigmented as well. I would say they are less pigmented than the creams, and they're definitely a lighter version. However, this is definitely more on that balm, slippy kind of side, whereas this is definitely more on the gloss side. So just saying, if you have tried the gloss balm formulas and you feel like it's quite heavy for you, this could be a really good option for you as well. Though with that being said, I prefer the creams. I think they're my new fave. Alright guys, so that's all I have for you guys here today on the channel. I hope that this review really helped you guys. I hope I timed this right, because I'm really confused between the time zones in Malaysia and in the US. So it's out today. If not, tomorrow. If you're watching this, well, it's fresh. But other than that, I really hope that this helped you guys make your purchasing decisions. And if it did, make sure you give me a like, because it helps. And if you want to see more, make sure you subscribe to the channel, ring the bell so you're always notified on all of my latest uploads. If you guys also have any questions, or if there's anything you want to see here, make sure you leave them down below in the comments and I'll get back to ya. And if you have any friends who are also interested in the gloss bomb creams got my lips on, make sure you send this to them as well. And I will see you guys next time.